Hey everybody, welcome to the release for Blood in the Water from LAPêCHE on New Granada Records. My name is Ryan Maxaller, and joining us today in our studio, Red Panda Recording in Brooklyn, New York, is none other than LAPêCHE. How are we doing, guys?
Doing good.
Hey, what's up, Ryan?
So glad to be here.
So a lot of excitement about the new album, and every project like this has a story. What can you guys tell us about the story of making this record?
Go for it, Dave.
The story, we really enjoyed writing it. It was a collaborative effort between, I think, everybody in the band, more so than ever before. And we went down to Baltimore and had a really lovely time recording at Magpie Cage Studio with Jay Robbins. And the record was done a year ago, so we've been really eager to share it with folks. But 2020, what are you gonna do? So
yeah,
we kind of put our foot on the brakes and kind of put it on the shelf, and spent the year kind of learning a new way to write music and collaborate. And we're really lucky that our friends at New Granada, Keith and Susie from the band Pogo, heard the record, really liked it, and wanted to work with us. And here we are today, sharing it with everybody. We really feel incredibly grateful that we're able to
finally share it. Yeah,
and share it. Yeah.
Well, we're excited to hear you guys. We're set up to do a live performance tonight. We are celebrating the release of the album. What tracks are we going to hear tonight in the live performance?
We're going to do Oliver, and which is a song near and dear to my heart. And the next song will be Hopes for the Past. And then we'll end with a pretty upbeat song called Bells.
And in between there, we're going to also show you our music video directed by Nathaniel Shannon, called Finally Trying. It was our second single off the record. A fun video that we got to record. And so that's the official music video. And I want to remind everybody at the end, when the performance is done, please check our socials for the mega
$1
million raffle prize, including pedal, Earthquaker device pedal, Dispatch Master that Drew used on the record, and some other goodies.
T-shirt, a record,
T-shirt,
tote bag,
tote bag,
all good stuff.
Mega prize.
You're gonna look super
grand
cool.
prize winner.
Yeah, so check your socials now.
Check them
right now.
Dangling shoulder
So a lot of excitement about the new release. And why don't you guys talk a little bit about the process? You know, do you write music first and then go to the lyrics, or is there a lyrical idea and you collaborate as a band? Like, walk us through a little bit how you put these songs together.
All right. I love this question because it really has changed since the forming of the band to now, especially with this last record is the most different as far as like our writing process goes. It kind of started out with me bringing completed songs and then everyone kind of adding their own stylistic parts to it. And this last record, everyone brought something to the table, and you know, one of the songs would just start with a drum beat and then we would all contribute, or it would just start with a bass line. So it was much more of a collaborative.
We helped some.
A collaborative effort, and sometimes like lyrics and melody were the very last things rather than how it was in the beginning, which was like that was the very first thing that I would bring. So it's been different, and I think that the sound of the record shows kind of the maturing of our writing styles and just us being comfortable writing together as like everyone contributing equally.
Yeah, I think we got better at demoing too.
Yeah.
That became a real part of the process, right? Just demoing. Dave would have a riff and come over to my place and we'd work it out and then, you know, put it to a click track or some sort of, you know, programmed drum beat, and then Krista would throw something on it on her end. And then, I mean, that's kind of how we've been writing for a while now, but for this record, that's really where I think a lot of that started for sure.
Totally.
She is egoless in her all in bed. The last of her kind to inspire. Bow our heads. We dread.
So on this record, you worked with producer Jay Robbins, who you've worked with in the past on previous records. And in terms of trying something different or trying to evolve as a band, what were some ideas or things in the collaborative process that maybe he challenged you to or asked you guys to try in this record that was different from previous?
It's really nice to think about kind of like the different records that we've recorded with Jay over the years. I think 2016 is the first time we went in and recorded with him. And at the beginning, Jay was we were just so excited because he's been, somebody that has influenced, definitely Drew and I, from our love of the DC scene and the political punk rock that was coming out of there, and us to go to record with him for the first time was just like super amazing. And the first time, was just getting to know him. He was engineering, he was kind of turning the knobs. But over the course of the records, Jay, as we genuinely became friends with him, he started to become more involved in shifting into like a producer role where he was making suggestions and doing singing or adding some instrumentation and things on the record, and that was really lovely. And I would say definitely on this last record more than ever, he felt to me like kind of like the fifth member of the band.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. We became very comfortable with him.
I felt like he was like at some points like way more excited than about a certain part of a song than we were. We're like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Your life
And if I understand, the record's been finished for about a year, and for obvious reasons, you've had to sit on it due to the pandemic and all those dynamics. What has it felt like to release this as a new release, but sort of continuing on the path of growing as a band? And you have maybe a little more vantage point than you would normally if you had just finished the project. You have any thoughts on that?
I think it's just kind of taking a little bit of an adjustment to have this feel like it's new to us, because we did finish it over a year ago, and now we're just releasing it, and we've written so many new songs. We almost have a whole other album completed, and so just to it's been a challenge to be like, okay, let's revisit all of these songs and like get excited about them and relearn how to play them and so that we can release it and have other people hear it. So it was kind of a challenge to have them be new to us again, get that excitement going. But I think we're there now.
Good point.
Yeah, for sure.
And want to thank, obviously, Keith and Susie for putting out the record. Want to thank Carrie Law for painting our beautiful album cover. We're super stoked. Thanks, Ryan and Max, for being here and recording this stuff. And obviously, thank you so much for our boy,
Chris
Enriquez, everybody.
lovely, wonderful
you,
human
man.
drummer. So yeah, I think that that about covers it.